You've heard of 5. You've heard of 7. But these days, 9 is the new hotness. All the cats are playing in 9. It's like a global multi-genre 9 party. And to join that party, you're gonna have to know a little bit about the old 4+5, as the kids are calling it these days. All the tunes I've just played are in 9. It's the lingua franca of what I like to call Generation 9. And if you want to get in the door, you better be fluent. But fear not, because today I'm here to be your tour guide through the surprising and wonderful world of 9. And I'm going to show you 3 ways to feel it. 2 you may not even have thought about. And a 3rd that's inspired by an epic Sean Rickman beat that I'm doing a very pale imitation of here. I'll show you some beats, and even how to improvise with it a little. And we'll see if I fall flat. Let me try one more time. All that in this lesson. Stay tuned. And dudes, before we get to the first segment, you know the drill. There are going to be a lot of beats in this lesson. You do not need to transcribe them. They will be transcribed for you free. All you need to do to get them is click the link below the player. They're on the next page. Okay, that's it. I'm out. In the first segment, I'm going to show you 2 easier ways of playing 9 you may not have thought of, and some kind of pretty simple template beats that'll get you started. Let's go. What did I get myself into? At its most basic, 9 is just 3 groups of 3. So that's why the 2 most basic subdivisions we're going to learn both jump off of that concept. Let me show you the basic beats. We're going to start with 9 as just 3 bars of 3. Okay, so that's your basic 3 bars of 3 beat, and you're already playing 9. So the next way we can feel this is as quarter note triplets in a big bar of 6. Those are your 2 basic beats. Let's make them a little more fun, a little bit more complicated. For the first one, I'm just going to give you a couple subdivisions. A basic version of that beat will be transcribed for you. You can feel free to improvise around with it. And let me show you a more embellished version that I would play on that quarter note tripletized 6. And the really hip thing is if you can go back and forth between them. So I'm going to do 4 bars of the 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do 4 bars of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see me transition from one to the other. I'm going to try to be super clear. Check it. So you can see the kind of things you can experiment around with. In our next segment, we'll talk about this Sean Rickman beat. Be right back. All right, in the second segment, we're going to talk about the more conventional way you probably thought about playing 9, which is a bar 4, bar 5. Show you an easy template beat for that, and then also how to improvise with make it a little more complex. Let's do this. So the third way to feel 9 is the way that you're probably actually most familiar with, but it's the most difficult. And that's a bar of 4 and a bar of 5, or a bar of 5 and a bar of 4. So let me roll a little bit of me playing this cover of Only Clave, the sort of bridge section where Sean Rickman, in this case me covering Sean Rickman, plays this crazy phrase that's in 9. Let's roll it. So before we get there, I'm going to show you the basic version. Make it super clear for you so I outline the bars. Then we'll talk to you about how to play that more complex Sean Rickman DAP theory version. Here we go. Right, that's just one way you can phrase it. You can do anything that sounds idiomatically 4 and idiomatically 5. Now I'm going to loop the first 2 bars of that DAP theory phrase. Let's roll that one more time, but just a quick excerpt of it. Okay, here it goes. Okay, really simple. The first half, 2, 3, 4. Then there's a phrase pickup, so the whole thing, 2, 3, 4. That's the entire thing. I play it for you slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you play the 4 and then 5. In our final segment, we'll talk about how to segue from method 1 to method 2 to method 3 when we come back. Sweet. So lastly, I'm going to show you that little Sean Rickman innovation from the tune Only Clave by DAP Theory. It's the beat that's been earworming me for the last half a month. It's super hip. We'll show that to you. Before we get there, little interstitial. Just to remind you that you do not need to transcribe anything from this lesson yourself. It's all transcribed for you. If you'd like to get it completely free, just click the link below the player, enter your email address in on the next page, and I'll send it to you. That's it. Okay, let's talk about that Sean Rickman stuff. So now I'm going to play basic and advanced versions of this 3 bars of 3, 1 big bar of 6, bar 4, bar 5. I'll try to make it super clear when I transition and give you some basic beats to do that. So that stringing those basic beats together, it gets a little more academic, but let me try to improvise, making it more complex and a little bit more organic. The cool thing to try to do is improvise a little bit within each of these. Let's do it. We're going to start with the 3 bars of 3. Okay, now we're gonna try the same thing in the 2 big bars of 6. Here goes. Finally, we're going to improvise a little bit in the most difficult one, the bar 4 followed by a bar 5. You guys can tell that one was the most awkward for me. Anyway, here you have me working my way through these concepts, the 3 different ways to feel 9. Hopefully this jogs something for you, and that's how you get the gig. So dudes, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please leave a comment below, whether you loved it, if you hated it, and you want to let me know constructively, and if you know another drummer you think this might help, please, me to you, share this with them. If you don't, no worries, I'm not trying to get you in trouble with your family. Quick reminder, link below the player, download the transcription, completely free dudes. It's been real, always have fun with these. Hope you've enjoyed this foray into the wild and wonderful world of 9. Generation 9. We'll see you again real soon on another lesson of the week. I keep fucking it up. This whole lesson is just me challenging myself, basically. And if we caught that all, it's a miracle. Oh snap, we rapped. That was good. That was good.